Are you struggling? Finding it hard to find joy in your life? Suffering with feelings of hopelessness, self-doubt, or hatred for yourself? Wish that someone could take the pain away? Then consider bringing all that negative energy down to Cash for Stuff! Cash for Stuff's new mental health improvement service is not only free, but will pay you! Wish you could stop the unrelenting pain of existence and enjoy life again? Then come down to Cash for Stuff, where we'll strap you into a sci-fi type machine that has a not inconsiderable number of spikes on it and simply remove all that negative emotion from your brain. It's fast, convenient, and reasonably painless. You can walk out of the store with a positive outlook and a pocket full of cash. That's right! We'll literally pay you to suck out your negativity. What do we do with all those bad thoughts and feelings, you ask? Well, that's none of your business, and asking invalidates the terms and conditions you agreed to by entering the premises. So come on down to Cash for Stuff, located around the back of the local hospital. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as long as the Care Quality Commission hasn't sent someone round for an inspection again. Cash for Stuff! Cash for Stuff is a subsidiary of Honest Jeff Industries. Cash for Stuff definitely isn't collecting negative thoughts and feelings in order to do some Stranger Things type nonsense or summon a demon to help us rule the world or anything like that. Pay no attention to the wormhole at the back of the extraction room or all the screaming coming from it. That has nothing to do with us, and neither does the mysterious glowing liquid that's all over the floor. See in store for details. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back once again to Tea Time with Matt. We're going to cut to the studio any second now. It's all gone wrong. I hate life. This is all going brilliantly. Let's try that one more time. Come on. Why is it frozen now? Everything's breaking. Oh God, hang on. Let's... Can you all still hear me, by the way? Oh God. This has gone well. Hooray! Oh, all of the technology is broken. It's not going well. First off, apologies for the quality of the camera. My main camera broke. I literally had it plugged in and working, and the whole thing just went and started screeching at me. And now it won't connect. And apparently it's out of warranty, despite me only buying it in August. Useless pile of junk. So if anyone knows of a decent brand of webcam that I could potentially get to replace it, do let me know. And remember to support the channel over on youtube.com/Matt Productions. Because it enables me to replace useless pieces of junk like that. Contender for the 2026 Bronze Hammer Award for the most useless piece of studio equipment right there. Anyway, good evening everybody. I hope you're all well. I'm not doing good. Things are a bit rubbish. We're gonna get serious tonight. The clue is in the title, guys. Tea Time with Matt is not okay. We'll get to that. Anyway, so what are we doing on the show this evening? Well, as the name suggests, I'm not doing so hot. And I feel like I owe you guys an explanation, because I just straight up vanished for ages. I haven't done a live stream in about 2 months. I've not really provided much in the way of explanation. Consider this the explanation. We're going to get into it. Because sometimes you just got to lay it all out. And I'm hoping tonight we'll start a conversation. But there's one rule, okay? One rule that I want you all to follow. None of you are at any point to call me brave. What I'm doing right now is not brave. What I'm doing now could probably be considered quite narcissistic. I am using you as therapy. Yeah. We'll unpack that. So, alongside all that, what are we doing? Well, we're going to have some common sense advice on how to cope with a mental health crisis. We're going to do some alternative facts. That's always good. There'll be a tea time news update, a tea time weather update, and of course, we will once again be having one of our famous bedtime stories. And don't worry, we will also once again be reviewing a classic novel. And I promise it won't go on too long this time. So anyway, welcome everyone to the show. We're going to gently fade out the sound bed. And we're going to get serious now, guys. We're just going to bring down the tone a little bit. Just keep it simple. Keep it quiet. Flippant as I am being, I'm genuinely not doing too good. Things are difficult in the old head at the moment. So, what I'm hoping to do tonight, among other things, is gently ease myself back in. Because it's been a while. And I'm not really sure I know how to do this anymore. So, we're going to find out. It's going to be interesting. But primarily what I want to do tonight is tell you what's going on. Share a bit of my frustration. And maybe, by unpacking this, it'll encourage a conversation around mental illness. I do want to be very specific here. I'm talking about mental illness, not mental health, because we're really good at talking about mental health. It's like, oh yeah, look after your mental health, practice mindfulness, eat well, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about that. Because everyone talks about that. What nobody talks about is what it's like to be mentally ill. Because it makes everyone uncomfortable. So I'm going to make you uncomfortable. This has been a long time coming, guys. I give you free entertainment once a week usually. This is payback time for you guys. I'm joking. On a serious note, we are going to get into some quite serious subject matter. And if any of you wants to tune out at any point, because this is not for you, I will understand. So with that said, let's play our first song, and I'll explain what the hell has been happening. Up first, we got Queen, and I'm Going Slightly Mad.
When the outside temperature rises, and the meaning is oh so clear, 1001 yellow daffodils begin to dance in front of you, oh dear. Are they trying to tell you?
Okay, I'm just going to fade out the music very briefly because I've just realised the sound is only coming through on one channel. There we are. Let's try this again. Still only one channel. Okay. Alright, we'll work this out.
I'm not quite the shilling, one wave short of a shipwreck. I'm not my usual top billing. I'm coming down with a fever. I'm really out to sea. This kettle is boiling over. I think I'm a banana tree. slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad. It finally happened, finally happened, finally happened. I'm slightly mad. Slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad. It finally happened. It finally happened. Oh yes. It finally happened. Very slightly mad. And there you have it.
When I feel sad, I think of all that makes me glad. I think of all the good times that we've had, and I don't feel so bad. Raindrops fall, let them pitter, pitter, patter. Thunder rolls, let it roll, it don't matter. Lightning strike, but I know we'll be okay. Okay, the sun will come, we'll forget the skies were gray. They were never meant to say no. Remember what I always say. I say, when I feel sad, I think of all that makes me glad. I think of all the good times that we've had, and I don't feel so bad. When I feel blue, I think of what I love like you. I think of how at school you love me too, and I don't feel so sad. I don't feel so bad. Think of me when you're down, when you're lonely. Think of love, let it change all your sides away. I promise things will be okay, my baby. When I feel sad, I think of all that makes me glad. I think of all the good times that we've had, and I don't feel so bad. Oh, when I feel blue, I think of what I love like you. I think of how at school you love me 22, and I don't feel so sad. No, I don't feel so sad. Oh, I don't have to feel so bad.
Okay, I think I've sorted the problems out now. Let's pause that. First we heard Queen and I'm Going Slightly Mad, and then we heard John Legend, When I Feel Sad. You are, of course, listening to Tea Time with Matt, YouTube's best and only, whatever the hell this is. It's Tea Time with Matt. I have no idea what's going on. I have gremlins in the studio, apparently. Where's the fail jingle living these days?
Fail.
I'm a failure.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happened there. Let me just check something real quick by playing just a snippet of the next song. No, that's... Is that unhappy? I can't even tell anymore. That might just be what it sounds like. I don't know. Okay, the Goo Goo Dolls, we'll come back to you. Right, now, what is this device? Because I can never remember what this is called. I've got a Bluetooth connector attached to the desk. I'm going to try and patch the music device into that, but I can't remember what we've named it. This is fun. I think it might be this. I think. I'm not sure, though. If it is that... Then, yep, that looks promising. So if I now do that and then play, it's still not what you might call dreadfully happy, but
Give up forever to touch you.
screw it, that will do. I will figure this all out some other time, but something is very unhappy on my mixing desk, and I do not understand why. I don't know what that is. I don't know what I've done. It's all broken. It's all going wrong. I can hear something popping in my ear. Hang on. That's not working now either. Come on, headphones. Sort your life out. Well, it appears to be transmitting correctly, at least. So that's a win, I suppose. The headphones don't seem to be working properly now. Hang on. There we go. Hold on. Tum-to-tum. Okay, well, we will do our best, and we'll see what we can do, because this is very much I'm going to have to strip the desk out, I think, and give it a good clean and tidy, and figure out what cables do and don't work, because that one's clearly broken. So we'll unplug that, because that is useless. I'm going to have to get a new stereo cable for the tablet. Fine. I'm going to start writing stuff down. So, new webcam. New stereo jacked cable. Stalling for time. New stereo jack cable. Clean mixing desk. Because I think that might be half the problem. I think there's dust in it. And miscellaneous other tasks. Right. Okay. Cool. I think we're good for the minute. Just about.
Fail.
I'm a real failure.
Little Miss Tara Bear says, could someone put a Discord server invite into the chat? I certainly can. Let me just grab that, and I will do that right away. 1 second. We go into here. You can tell I'm stalling, can't you? My little boy does this at bedtime, so I should know. Here we are. How do you invite people? Here we go. Invite. Use copy button. Boom. There we go. Discord server. Nice. Okay. I can't put it off any longer. Let's have a chat. So, beginning of January time, I started noticing something wasn't quite right with my mental health. I am diagnosed with cyclothymia. It's a mild form of bipolar disorder, and for the last few years I have been taking mood stabilizers and antidepressants in a combination that's been working very well. So bipolar disorder is kind of characterized by kind of a up and down between mania and depression. It kind of goes in a Now that's kind of oversimplified version, you know, kind of that peak and trough. That looks very steady. What it actually is like is peak, trough, little trough, big peak, trough, big trough, and yeah, it's all a bit wild and not very consistent and quite upsetting. So, with this information in mind, I have been on a particular type of medication for a long time, about the last 6 years or so. Since about 2020, I have been taking lamotrigine at 150 milligrams per day and mirtazapine at 30 milligrams per day, and that's been working quite well. That's been ticking along quite nicely, and I've still had sort of the peaks and troughs that come with what you would say is bipolar disorder, but they're manageable. There's not really been any episodes where I felt extremely one thing or the other. Everything's been ticking along quite nicely. It's kind of why my video production slowed down since 2020, but it's also why we started getting Dalek videos again, because suddenly I had motivation, and that is kind of what's been happening up until now. And the beginning of January I started, well no, actually sort of early December, things weren't quite right. And by January, I was in what I now understand to be a fully mixed episode. Now, a mixed episode is, the easiest way I can think to explain it is it's a combination of both at once. You get the mania and the depression at the same time. And it was very extreme. It was more extreme than I've experienced in a while. It was particularly bad. And what my brain was doing is it was firing on all cylinders, running at 1,000,000 miles an hour, so much so it felt like my brain was on fire. And in the process of doing this thing, all it was focused on was how miserable I felt. And the little voice that kind of squats in the back of your head and lies to you just started generating an endless stream of nonsense. 24/7. Running at 1,000 miles an hour, just generating an endless stream of... I'm going to swear a lot tonight, so I apologise to the easily offended. That sounds really dismissive. I'm sorry. If you don't like swearing, I apologise. I don't mean to be dismissive. Just generating an endless stream of bullshit. Paranoia started seeping in. Really depressed. Just generally not a good time. And that was going on solidly for a good couple of months. And around sort of beginning of January, I kind of cottoned on what was happening. And I thought to myself, I need help. I genuinely need help. So I reached out to my GP. And I explained what was happening. I explained that I was having what I understood to be a mixed episode, that my medication was no longer working effectively, and I needed to have my medication looked at. So my GP gave my file to their on-site mental health practitioner. It was a lovely lady, and we had a telephone conversation, and I explained what was happening, and I explained a few other things that could be contributing to this. And I said, you know, fundamentally, I think the medication needs looking at, and I need to talk to somebody, because I can't deal with this. I'm worried I'm going to blow up my life. And at this point, that was a genuine fear. I was genuinely afraid I was going to blow up my entire life. And so the mental health practitioner did a couple of things. She said, right, you need to self-refer for talking therapies, because we can't do that, but you can self-refer. And I will ask the GP to look at your medication. So 2 things happened there. The first of which was we looked... I self-referred for talking therapy, and the Talking Therapies website now uses an artificial intelligence chatbot to process the referrals. It is one of the most humiliating experiences of my life, because I was having to answer all the same nonsense questions that you get on these referral forms about where my head was at and what I was feeling, please rate from 1 to 10 how you do this, are you indecisive? I checked every box. Sorry, dumb joke. So we went through all of this, and the most humiliating part for me was it was exactly the same as a form. I've done these forms before. I've done them multiple times. I knew exactly what to expect, and I knew exactly what was expected from my answers. But the chatbot just kept sprinkling in little comments like, you're doing really well. I understand this must be really difficult. I think it's great you've reached out. It's like, I don't need your artificial sympathy bullshit. That's worse than just presenting me with a form. And I got very cross. I got really cross. So I did the Talking Therapies referral, and my GP was tasked to look at my medication. My GP then referred me on to the mental health services in my local area. And so they said, right, a psychiatrist needs to look at this and they need to examine the medication. Okay, fine. Talking Therapies came back to me. They refused me access to the service because they said they did not think it was the right thing for me at that moment, because this clearly was something that could be resolved with medication. I disagreed, but fine. I went out and I sought access to a private counsellor. I've been seeing her for about 6 weeks now. Lovely lady, her name's Kerry. And I found that really helpful. It's not NHS, so I do have to pay for it. It's not cheap, but my nan's very kindly helping me out with the fees. So I'm getting some talking therapy, and that has genuinely been really helpful, because it's helped me to order the nonsense. Meanwhile, where had I got to? Yeah, right. Meanwhile, Milton Keynes Mental Health Services looked at my case file. They went back to my GP. Please review the medication. My GP went back to Milton Keynes Mental Health Services. Please review the medication. I talked to someone at Milton Keynes Mental Health Services again on the telephone. They referred me back to my GP. Please review the mental health medication. My GP referred me back to Milton Keynes Mental Health Services again, and there was literally a form they filled in with the referral. And on the form, someone wrote these words: Referral refusal is denied due to complexity. Someone genuinely thought, no, everyone thought that I was so mental they didn't want to take responsibility for me. I am not seriously unwell. I was not experiencing hallucinations. I am not schizophrenic. I am not a danger to anybody, as far as I know. I just needed my drugs looking at. That's all I needed. And I just kept being passed around in a great big bloody circle. So much so that by the time I got a letter through the post inviting me for an appointment with a psychiatrist, like a proper one, not a mental health practitioner, an actual psychiatrist, things had literally started to settle down. And I went to this psychiatrist's appointment 2 weeks ago now. And by the time I got to that appointment, the episode was over. I was still miserable. I was still not having a good time. But the episode had just burned out. My brain had run out of energy. It couldn't generate the endless stream of nonsense anymore. It was running on empty. There was nothing left. The NHS left me for so long that the problem I wanted them to look at ran its course. And so when I finally saw a psychiatrist, well, we'll get to that. Let's play another song, we'll do the weather, and then I'll explain what happened next. Here's the Goo Goo Dolls and Iris. Cool, we haven't heard them already, have we? Here we go. Come on.
'Cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't want to miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, all the moment of truth in your eyes. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When
changing the world, one tea break at a time. It's Tea Time with Matt. So, good news in the world of the technical gremlins. The weather scene is not working either. So, that's going brilliantly.
Fail.
I'm a real failure.
So we're going to do the weather the old-fashioned way. Where is the sound bed? We're going to go to the window and try and see what we can see. Now, we haven't done this for ages. Here we go. This is a Tea Time with Matt weather update. Okay, I'm making my way over to the window. Well, the cobwebs aren't blowing around. Let me stick my hand outside. Feels a little bit chilly. Can't hear any rain, and the handle of my window is breaking. That's a good start. Wow, brilliant, amazing. Right, is that now secure? Yes, it is. Good. If you want to let me know what the weather's doing in your area, you can post in the chat room. Jesus Christ, this is a right mess. Oh dear. Anyway, I haven't been in the chat room for a while. Yeah, let me know what's happening with you. I am seeing a few of your stories. We will come back to that. Anyway, that was a Tea Time with Matt weather update. Ace of Riddle says, weather here cold and gloomy. Thank you. Not a lot of comments about the waistcoat and the bow tie. Loving the bow tie. Is it genuinely the mixing desk? It might genuinely be the mixing desk. If that's died, I'm going to be really upset. Not going to lie. Right, hold on. Right. Yeah, that seems to be working now. Okay. Alright, fine. So it's several things going on at once here. Little Miss Tara Bear says, sunny but cold, minus 15 degrees. Blimey. Weather outside is night. Not sure if that counts. I think that counts. Anyway, weather here is sunny and warm, says Giratina. Weather usual, March, cold weather for me, says the Emperor Dalek. Good, good, good. That is excellent stuff. Thank you very much for your global weather updates. That's fantastic. Right, where were we? So, quick recap. Mental health crisis, medication not working, passed around in a big circle by the NHS, get invited to see a psychiatrist. I go along to the appointment at the outpatient mental health unit. And I am left in the waiting room. I'm there quite early, so it genuinely is the mixing desk. Oh, for God's sake, why? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, God, I hate technology. I genuinely hate technology. Right, are you working now? I'm genuinely just going to have to clean this desk, I think dust might be getting into the faders or something. Might have to borrow my dad's air compressor. Anyway, so, where were we? Yes, go into the waiting room. The psychiatrist I'm going to see comes out, because I'm there quite early. He brings me a clipboard. He says, I've just got some forms here I need you to complete. And he hands me a clipboard with 2 assessment forms on it, neither of which are for depression or bipolar or anything like that. There are 2 forms. The first form is an autistic spectrum disorder assessment. Not entirely unexpected. See where you're going with this. Okay, so I fill out the ASD form. Yeah, this is basic stuff for me. And the other form is an assessment for ADHD. Now again, this is not why I'm there. But I can go, okay, I kind of see what your thinking is here. Let's go through this and have a look. And I start going through the ADHD questionnaire. And as I'm going through it, all I'm thinking is, oh, hang on. Some of this is feeling uncomfortably familiar. I'm not sure how I feel about this. So I fill out the form. Nice psychiatrist comes out. Big smile. Lovely man. Genuinely lovely man. I hand him back the forms. We go into the room. And he sits there, and he gets a very kind but sombre expression on his face. He says, do you understand why I've made you fill the forms in? I said, no, it's not why I'm here, but I sort of see where your logic's going. He went, okay. He said, I've looked thoroughly through your case notes, and I want to be clear, I'm not looking to change your diagnosis today. But, and he says this with the most serious expression in the world, I suspect, from looking at your case notes and your medical history, that you may be neurodivergent. And it took every ounce of impulse control I have to not immediately respond to that with, yeah, no shit, my life revolves around trains and Daleks. What gave it away? Oh. Anyway. Says, yeah, I think you might have an autistic spectrum disorder. Yeah, that's not entirely unexpected. I've suspected that for quite a while. So, we talk about that. And he says, I think you may also show symptoms of ADHD. I went, again, this is not unexpected because my sister has had a diagnosis of ADHD. I hadn't really thought about it, but going through that assessment form, suddenly a few things make more sense. So, few things happened as a result of this. Number one, my medication was looked at. He's increased my mood stabiliser, the lamotrigine. I'm now doing 200 milligrams a day. He's referred me down the adult autism diagnosis pathway, which I'm not sure I really need, to be honest, but it would be good to put a label on it, I suppose. And he's also forwarding me down the ADHD adult assessment pathway, which is a bit more helpful because they can give you medication for that. And it really does explain a lot. Like an awful lot. A whole lot of stuff suddenly makes a lot of sense. So yeah, had the medication review. Things have plateaued. Things are still bubbling away a bit rubbish, but the voice in the back of my head that's generating the nonsense, a lot quieter now. Still generating nonsense. Quite a lot of nonsense. But it's quieter. And I'm finding it easier to distinguish the nonsense from the reality. So the paranoia kicks in, I start fretting about this, that, the other. And I do feel able to go, right, no, Matthew is in the driving seat right now. Let's pick this apart, let's see where this is coming from, and let's see if this has any basis in fact. And quite a lot of the time, there is no basis in fact. And where there is basis in fact, we can unpick it. So, that's how things stand currently. I'm still not doing great, but I'm not what I would say qualifies as being in crisis anymore. So, that's the deal. Let's dip into the chat room. Ravenhawk says that's literally me as well. It's funny as us with the tism, indeed. Karen says, I'm on the spectrum too, and Vicky's currently in the process of a diagnosis for ADHD. As someone else who has autism, it was very obvious given my life revolved around Pokemon and Doctor Who, says Ace of Riddles. Better to know, says Miss Tara Gray. Very true. Scott Lord says, hello, me too. I like Daleks. We all like Daleks. And trains. Is there a connection here, methinks? Diagnosis, awesome. Well, awesome. Yes, I agree. I worked in mental health for 10 years, helping run an autism and ADHD assessment service for the NHS. Awesome. That's good. Ace of Riddles says, unfortunately for me, once I got my diagnosis when I was 12, I got no support at all. They thrust the paper at me and said, off you go, you'll be fine. This was nearly 12 years ago, but crumbs. Yeah. I'm not filled with optimism about what happens next, if I'm being entirely honest, but a lot of stuff makes sense now. Like, so much stuff. I mean, I knew I was on the autistic spectrum, that is not a surprise, but the ADHD, oh boy, yeah. And I'm left with this very angry feeling. And I'm angry because why the hell didn't someone spot this sooner? We have known about ADHD for a very long time. When I was in college, one of my classmates had ADHD. People knew about this stuff. So why the hell did no one spot it? My life would have been very different if I'd had a diagnosis that made sense. There are so many things that would have been different. I'm a little bit upset. I'm not upset at the suggestion of the condition, by the way. Hey, cool. We can slap a label on me. And it's a label that kind of makes sense now I've read into it and sort of understand what I'm being told. But Jesus Christ, why did no one tell me earlier? I am so cross. I'm genuinely furious. So many professionals I went through, counsellors, special needs coordinators, the therapists, psychiatrists, GPs, the lot, teachers. Don't get me started on teachers. And nobody at any point looked at Matthew and the behaviours Matthew exhibited and thought, hang on a minute, do we think maybe yeah. Little Miss Tara Bear says, anxiety and depression for me. Love a bit of anxiety and depression. Devran says, thank you for reminding me to take my medication because I can't stop fighting, flapping my hands and arms about like Matt Smith with his ass on fire. It's a colourful image, I love it. So do I, but I don't want to go into it too much. That's fine. I'm not expecting anyone to open up. I'm bearing my soul here. This is very much me giving you information and you choose what to do with it. When I learned I had autism, people just laughed at me for a long time, security team. People suck. In fact, little Miss Tara Bear says, people are gross, you didn't deserve that, Giratina. No, you didn't. Ravenhawk, I'm the odd one here. I got diagnosed at 6. It's literally been an uphill battle ever since, and after 33 years on this planet, I can tell you it gets better and worse. But what matters now is how you work to make it work for you. That may or may not help, but that's how I feel in terms of living with it. I agree. I meant fidgeting. Yep, understood that. However, I think no different of you for having it. Thank you. If anyone says the word brave, I will rage quit. This is not brave. Nothing I am doing is brave this evening. I don't want to hear the word. But I think we need to talk about this stuff. Because I'm not doing all right. And I'm quite fortunate because I have a lot of people around me who are being very supportive and understanding and very, very patient. And for a large chunk of the last few weeks, I have been not the easiest person to be around. And people have risen to the challenge big time. And I am so bloody grateful. Principally because most of them haven't done the head tilt. You know, when you tell someone that your mental health is not doing great, And they don't really understand what to do with that because it makes them feel uncomfortable. And they do the head tilt and go, "Aw, I hate that with a passion. Kill it with fire." Most people haven't done the head tilt. My line manager at work has been particularly fantastic because I laid it all out. I said, "I'm not doing well. This is what's happening." And he actually thanked me for being so open because he says, "I don't really know what support to offer you with this." I said, "I need nothing. I'm on top of it. I just need you to know. Because I don't want to be bringing this up in a few weeks' time in an HR meeting without biscuits." And he completely understood. Yeah. I've seen a heck of a lot of this. 4,000 people pass through our service, a lot of stories. And Matt, honestly, I know how angry you feel right now. It's hard to process all of it. It is. Totally get the frustration, says Karen. Got misdiagnosed with all sorts before CPTSD was arrived at. It all seems quite common, possibly because so many symptoms from different conditions overlap. And I think this is the issue, and this is sort of why I've ended up where I am. Because I've had a diagnosis of dyspraxia, I've had a diagnosis of cyclothymia, we've suspected autistic spectrum disorder, and now we've got ADHD, and they all just intertwine beautifully. A lot of crossover between all of this stuff. It's probably not helpful to just put a single label on something, but reading through the ADHD stuff, my God, it explains a lot. So much. Why did no one notice? I feel like I've been telling professionals what's going on in my head for 20 to 25 years, pretty much. And I feel like there should have been some red flags there. Someone should have picked that up and gone, "Hold on. Do we think everyone missed it?" And to be clear, I've not had a diagnosis. I may not get one. It may be I go through it and they go, "Nah." But it does explain a lot. When you work with it, not against it, life gets a bit easier, says little Miss Tara Bear. Good to know. From your story, it's not brave, it's BS location least for how you came to find out. At least. It's at least for how... Oh, right, sorry, yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. If it had been a snake, I would have bit them. I'm going to play a song now, and then we'll do a feature, because I don't really feel like talking anymore. So I'm going to let Screw Love do it for me. Here's Alley-Oop.
Bought backstage passes to the last show. All last minute, let me know. Alley-Oop, let it go. Hold my hand and talk if I'm going too slow. Only sing the words that you know. Alley-Oop, let it go. Yeah. Bought backstage passes to the last show. All last minute, let me know. Alley-Oop, let it go. Yeah. Hold my hand and talk if I'm going too slow. Only sing the words that you know. Alley-Oop, let it go. 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 Alley-Oop. Yeah. last minute, let me know. And you, let it go. Hold my hand and talk if I'm going too slow. Only sing the words that you know. And you, let it go. All backstage passes for our show. For the last minute, let me know. And you, let it go. Hold my hand and talk if I'm going too slow. Only sing the words that you know. And you, let it go.
Coming to you live with a cuppa and a biscuit. It's Tea Time with Matt.
No Electric Light Orchestra, it's not your turn yet. Oh dear. Right, let's do some features. Let's begin with this one. It's time for me to review another classic novel, which this week is the classic One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey. Here we go. Does not contain a single cuckoo. And that was, once again, Matt Reviews the Classics. Explicit is really misbehaving this evening. Come on, switch back to the studio already. There we go. That's got it. Anyway, sorry, that one was a bit wordy again. Right, we're way behind, so let's speed through some more of these features. Let's do common sense advice. So you're having a mental health crisis? No. No, we're not doing this today. No cheesy sound beds, no subversion of expectations, no telling you not to take everything I'm saying at face value. Let's have an actual serious chat, shall we? Now, as I've already said, the last couple of months have been a bit rubbish for me. I was really experiencing thoughts, feelings and symptoms that were difficult and frightening, and I was genuinely scared. And so I did what I thought was the right thing, and I reached out for help. I went to my GP, I told them I was struggling and I was scared and I knew I needed help, and then the NHS just passed me around in a great big circle because everyone thought that my case was a bit too difficult for them to deal with. Refusal of referral is denied due to complexity. Those are actual words that a doctor wrote on a referral form. People literally thought I was too mad for them to take responsibility for. I needed two things. I needed to talk to someone, and I needed someone to sort out my medication. The NHS failed me on both counts, and that is really messed up. But we got there in the end. Thanks to that lovely psychiatrist I saw, my medication's been looked at, and I'm now seeing a private therapist, which is not cheap, as I said, but my goodness, it is helping. I'm still on okay, but for the first time in a while, it feels like I'm making some progress. So advice. What's really been a lifeline for me in the last few weeks is the mental health charity Mind and my local crisis cafe. Mind's crisis cafes are brilliant. The mental health workers I've seen there have been genuine lifesavers. I've used them so much that some of them even remember how I take my tea now. They are genuinely marvellous. They're completely non-judgmental, kind, decent humans who helped me deal with the constant stream of nonsense that my brain was generating for a very long time. There are other services available too. There's a number of helplines such as the Samaritans, Sane Line, the Campaign Against Living Misery and Shout, to name but a few. And it is really reassuring to know that support is out there if you need to access it. And some of those services are actually available 24 hours a day. So, if you, like me, find yourself in a spiral and you're struggling and you need help straight away, please do reach out for help. I'm going to pop a link into the chat right now to Mind, and at this link there are guides and information on various support services that are available in the UK specifically. Pop it in your favourites if you think this might ever be useful for you. And if you're not in the UK, please do some research and reach out to services that are available in your country. There really are so many brilliant organisations that are there to offer support and advice to those who need it. Being in crisis is fucking horrible. Language. But you don't have to do it alone, so don't be afraid to go and ask for help. Yeah. Common sense advice and such. Done. Here's the electric light cord. Hold on.
Fail.
I'm a failure.
Here's the Electric Light Orchestra and Mr. Blue Sky. I will get through that sentence eventually. Here we go. Come on.
Why you had to hide away for so long? Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, you with the pretty face, welcome to the
Making random nonsense since 2009. It's Tea Time with Matt. That was Electric Light Orchestra and Mr. Blue Sky, and you are listening to Tea Time with Matt. Now, I'm conscious that we're over an hour into the show, and there's a few more bits I want to get through, so I'm going to take the decision that in order to finish by 10 PM, we're going to ditch the news. I wasn't super happy with the stories for the news anyway, so we will ditch that on this occasion, and we will do some other things, because there are a few bits and bobs that I still want to get through. Let's just dip into the chat room briefly. Ravenhawk says, a crisis cafe? Man, we need something like that here in the States. You definitely do. Maybe you should start one. I'm not going to make you do that. Dr. Vizzy says, yes, it is very horrible. Mind is cool, though. Can confirm. A lot of love for Electric Light Orchestra there. Ravenhawk says, if I may say, Matt, it was because of you I wanted to do college radio when I decided to go back last year. I'm still doing my show too, up to double digits on number of shows. I say this because I never would have had I not discovered you on YouTube. You're an inspiration. I'm in it. Thank you. That's freaking awesome. And I did tune into your very first show, and I thought you were actually really good. I was super impressed. So keep up the good work. You're going to do great things. I freaking loved student radio. That's why I did keep doing it now. I think I'm still chasing a dream that's long since passed me by. But it's a good dream. Really good dream. Freaking love this show. Anyway, right. Part 3. You thought it was over. It's not over. So, part 3. While I've been dealing with all this, things keep cropping up that just make life oh so flipping annoying. And one of these things came in the post last week, and I'm going to show you this because I think it's kind of important that you see this for yourselves, so you can understand why I found this so distressing. So that's not something you want putting through your front door at the best of times. So, Reform are doing a rally in Milton Keynes on the 17th of March. They've booked the local arena, and they're sending these around to local residents to get them to book tickets. Now, I think it goes without saying, I don't have a very high opinion of Reform, and certainly not this tosser. So receiving that in the post really was something that pushed me over the edge a little bit. Absolute bunch of pricks. I hate them. I hate them so much. It's... Give me strength. Seriously, give me strength. Do you know what? I haven't even got any comedy. That... Ah! So what's the point? The world is not helping. Everything is so messed up. It's so messed up. There's no hope left. There's just nothing. I mean... Well, there is one bit of hope. The Greens are surging in the polls. I quite like the Greens. I became a member. I became a member of the Green Party out of embarrassment because Zach Polanski reposted the message I said where I went, fine, I'll join the Green Party. I don't think they've got a hope in hell of ever forming a government, but wouldn't it be nice? Oh, God. Speak your mind, don't hold back, indeed. That's like having a KFC box filled with dog shit put through your letterbox. I like that. I don't know him from Adam's house cat, but if you don't like him, that's good enough for me. Right-wing racist dipshits. I think that's pretty universal. Please tell me that word was on his forehead when you got it. It was not, sadly. Reforminate, send in the Daleks. Oh, go Green, go. Yeah. Vote the Green Party, guys, because Labour have let us down big time, haven't they? Jesus Christ, they promised us change. They said they were going to be different. The only thing different is the colours of the tie. Oh, good God. So, if I had one piece of advice out there, it is beautifully expressed in this song by Thomas Benjamin Wilde, Esquire, and I don't believe it needs any further introduction.
The time has come, you will agree, to stop being afraid, to do away with subtlety and call a spade a spade. We've passed the point when one can simply turn and look away. Stop being an arsehole. Okay! We've been politely sitting on the fence for far too long and burying our heads in the sand to pretend there's nothing wrong. Ignoring a rotten smell will never make it go away. Stop being an arsehole. Okay! We've reached the end of reasonable and sensible debate and must adjust the balance now before it is too late. Does every ill-informed moron deserve to have a say? Society won't progress while there are half-wits in the way. Immature privileged fuckwits do not recognise they're blessed, and when given half a chance they cannot help but make a mess. The grown-ups need to intervene and interrupt their play. Stop being an arsehole. Okay! Who fought to have a voice across the years didn't do so for old racists to launch political careers by screaming with entitlement that they deserve to have their way. Stop being an arsehole. Okay! The progress that's been made within the realms of equal rights cannot simply be abandoned and set back overnight, reversing all advancements by 4 or 5 decades. Stop being an arsehole. Okay! The imbeciles who rant against the changing of the tide inevitably use all their advantages to hide when the proverbial hits the fan and are the first to place the blame by protesting far too much when they should really be ashamed. So let's all shout out loud when there are bigots holding court. Let frank words overpower and cut their frantic raving short. The darker days of history must not be seen again. Stop being an arsehole. Amen.
Dunkers of the world, unite! It's Tea Time with Matt.
Thomas Benjamin Wilde, Esquire, there with Stop Being an Arsehole. Need I say more? Vote Dalek, vote Dalek, vote Dalek. Indeed. Will there be a Discord? I may do a Discord in a little bit if there's time. I really want to wrap up by 10. Unrelated. Also, what in the hell is with this planet? I've no idea. What are your thoughts on the treatment of Muslim refugees here in the UK? Fucking dreadful. Just process the damn applications. That's what's needed. Open a processing centre in France, get them through the door, process the applications. If they got no right to be here, fine. Leave. Whatever. But just process the damn applications. Hire more civil servants. That will deal with the unemployment crisis you've created. Just process the damn applications and let everyone who needs to be here stay. And work and pay tax. This isn't difficult. Where's the cartoon and the squashing foot? And now for something completely different, please. Indeed. I'll mail you some of mine. I don't need them anymore. Okay. The world is losing their marbles, which is weird because I started off with 0 marbles. I'm going to end up with negative marbles. I'm going into marble debt. I sincerely apologise. I hope that I've not stirred up any political drama. Not at all. Not at all. We just need to be fucking nice to people. That's all that's needed. The only people you shouldn't be nice to are arseholes. The only thing you shouldn't tolerate and welcome with open arms is intolerance. Because that's how we end up where we are now. I fucking hate it here. Right, let's do another feature. What have we got left? Let's do that one. Here we go. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. In through the nose. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it just a bit longer. Tiny bit longer. Little bit more. And out through the mouth. Now picture yourself on a boat. You are surrounded by calm, still water. The only thing you can see is water. Everything is still, calm, quiet, relaxing. Except now you become aware of a speck on the horizon. You feel yourself drawn towards it. You pick up an oar and begin to row towards the speck. As you get closer, the speck starts to take on a shape. The shape reminds you of something. Closer and closer you get, until finally you reach the shape. Trembling slightly, you stand up and step out of the boat towards the shape. You recognize it. You understand. Your mind clears. Everything makes sense now. Everything is okay. You pick up the traffic cone and turn it upside down. Inside are written these words: for a good time, call Teatime with Matt's Alternative Facts. Cats make very good mental health professionals. They are actually very good listeners. At least until it's time for you to open the whiskers pouch. Canada and Mexico have signed a joint agreement that will protect the mental health of the entire world. Picture this. 2 border walls, 1 massive bedsheet. Just cover up the whole thing. And then we don't have to think about them anymore. No one has ever seen Zach Polanski and Keir Starmer in the same place. In fact, has anyone actually seen Keir Starmer lately? Makes you think. Scientists have now proven beyond all doubt that listening to 80s music makes you live longer. They particularly recommend listening to anything by Duran Duran, Kate Bush or Queen. Britain's mental health care provision is the best in the... Nope. Sorry. Couldn't say that with a straight face. And that was Teatime with Matt's Alternative Facts. Speaking of 80s music, Here's Tiffany, and I think we're alone now. Here we go.
Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Look at the way we gotta hide what we're doing. 'Cause what would they say if they ever knew? And so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now.
Tiffany there, and I think we're alone now. You are listening to Tea Time with Matt. Where's my jingle gone?
Coming to you live with a cuppa and a biscuit. It's Tea Time with Matt.
Now, one of the things I've had to get quite good at doing over the last few weeks is practicing mindfulness. And the best way of doing this, I find, is just to find something to really focus on. And, in this way you focus your mind, it clears your head, and, it hopefully makes you feel a lot better. And so one of the things I've been using for this is this. This is a deck of tarot cards, but with all of the doctors. And these are lovely. Shall we have a look at some? I backed these on Kickstarter when I saw them, and they came really quickly, actually. I think they've been in development for a while. But these are genuinely lovely. I mean, Circular Gallifreyan on the back. So, right, so what tarot cards do we have? Well, we have the original, of course. We have the hobo, the dandy, of course, my mum's favourite, the bohemian, Mr. Baker, the Edwardian, the jester, the other Baker, the schemer, the romantic. I particularly like this one. The forgotten, the survivor. I have an affinity with that one for some reason. The lover, the husband, the teacher, the maiden, the prodigal. I really like the name of this one. The free spirit, and the fugitive. So every single canonical Doctor. And there's 3 more. The chariot, the citadel, and of course, no tarot deck would be complete without death. I freaking love these. The artwork is just so beautiful. You can sit and scrutinise it for ages. There are so many lovely details. I love it. I love it so much. It's genuinely lovely thing. Absolutely beautiful. So, there we are. That's our mindfulness moment for the evening. Can you show John Hurt's card again? I can. There you go. The Forgotten. Turn it upside down so you get a better idea. There you go. He's not just hanging upside down. I think he's meant to be standing on it. Or actually, he might be hanging from it. Looks like he might be tied to it. I'm not sure. He looks very grumpy if you turn him upside down. That's brilliant. Genuinely marvellous. Just a little thing I saw online, and it was genuinely wonderful. I thought I'd need to have those. Because they are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning artwork. I can't remember the name of the guy who made them, or girl who made them. I don't even know. Can't remember who made them. But look up Doctor Who tarot cards. And there was a Kickstarter page. I don't know if there's any left, but I backed it on Kickstarter, and they came really quickly. And there you go. There's the box. It's got all of the artwork on the back for the Doctors. You got to find the little things. That's what I've learned. Find the little things. Little moment of mindfulness. What about the War Doctor? The Forgotten. That is the Forgotten. They're absolutely great. I love these. Genuinely the best bit of memorabilia I have, and I include all my sonic screwdrivers in that. And the Daleks, of course. Chris Barker. It says it on the box at the bottom. Chris Barker made these. Well done, Chris. Those are bloody lovely. Right. We'll play another song, and then we'll dip into the Discord server for about 5 minutes. And in the meantime, if I can ask you to start thinking about some words for the bedtime story, and we will do that before we wrap up the show this evening. Okay, here we go. Here's our song request. This is Talking in Your Sleep by The Romantics. Here we go.
When you
YouTube's best and only, whatever the hell this is. It's Tea Time with Matt.
Welcome back, everybody. You are, of course, listening to Tea Time with Matt. That was The Romantics and Talking in Your Sleep, and that was requested by Dalek Giratina. Monty should make you a nice cup of bedtime tea, perhaps a biscuit too. I would love that. Monty, get on it. Right. We are going to dip into the Discord for a few minutes now and just catch up with everybody in there. If you aren't already a member of the Discord and you'd like to jump on and join our chat, I'll pop the link back into the chat room now. But we'll go in now and talk to who is there at the moment, beginning with Dalek Giratina. Hello! I'm getting nothing from Dalek Giratina. Can you hear me? No, okay, something's up with the feed. 1 second. Let me see if that's working properly. 1 second. Bet I've unplugged something again, haven't I? Oh no,
Matt, I don't think I can hear you.
No, there we are. That seems to be working now. So the problem is my microphone. 1 second. Let's do push to talk. 1 sec. Oh dear, sorry about this. 1 second. Let's go custom push to talk, and it's the Alt key that we're using for that, isn't it? Right, let's try this again. Giratina, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. It finally worked.
Fantastic. It's push to talk that was the problem there. How are you doing today?
Oh, splendid. I have perfect news.
Oh, good. What's the news?
Oh, where do I begin? So, first off, I had a contract with the Big Finish Studios, and they said maybe I can become canon. So I should be able to be canon to Doctor Who someday.
That would be incredible. I would love that.
Other than that, I've been sleeping.
Other than that, you've been sleeping. Sleeping is good. Sleeping is good. And
I've been waiting for my line.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. Things have been a bit weird. Yeah, you did send me something absolutely ages ago, and when I'm feeling a bit better, I will get to it.
Have to resend it.
Okay, we will. It's good to hear from you, Giratina. We'll jump on to someone else. Ravenhawk, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Matt?
I can hear you. How are you doing, dude?
Oh my God. Let me tell you, when I made that losing my marbles quote, I meant it.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. My God.
It has been a crazy week or so. You know, my girlfriend's been in the hospital 3 times now. She's literally there as we speak. I'm home with the boys.
Oh my God.
I was forced to change my major this week because apparently when I signed up for classes, the idiot who signed me up didn't put me under a 4-year plan. So,
oh God.
I had to change from digital media to mass communications. So, yeah, it's been a week, let me tell you, and it's only the first week of the second half of the semester.
Jesus. I'm sorry you've got all that going on. That all sounds rubbish.
But the good news is the scenery on my train layout has progressed significantly. I have several large forests now, and I have a beautiful, all the way from Rails of Sheffield, a Great Western Class 800 IET running around as we speak.
Oh, fantastic. That's good. Okay, well, that's a good thing. So focusing on the good thing for a moment there, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. And Rails of Sheffield are fantastic. I get a lot of stuff through them. They're brilliant. I need to make time to go and visit their shop at some point.
I actually got very lucky with them back in the fall because they actually got in a collection, one of the locomotives from the local railroad museum that I used to work at, in a collection.
Oh, amazing.
So I brought it all the way back to the United States. So I'm very glad I found that because it is hard to find that one.
That's brilliant. Oh, I'm really pleased for you about that. That's awesome. Well, regarding all the other stuff, I do hope things get better, and please give our well wishes to your girlfriend. I hope she's better and out of hospital soon.
I hope so too. It's been a struggle and a half, let me tell you.
I can imagine. Well, it is lovely to hear from you, dude. You take care.
It's always good to hear from you, my friend.
I do my best. You take care, and fingers crossed things get better. And we will move.
Yes, sir.
We will move on to our next user, who is the Temples of Sinrix. Hello there.
Hello there, Matt. This is actually Imagithon. I hope you're doing well.
Magithon, hello. Yeah, I'm doing okay under the circumstances. How are you?
Yeah, everything's fine and dandy in New Zealand. Currently in my master's right now. I'm formulating my thesis, which will go until I think next year.
Amazing. What's your thesis on?
I'm in the School of Design Innovation, so this master's I'm doing is the Masters of Design Innovation itself. So basically, it's like formulating a thesis that I think just allows me to have a bit of how can I put this? Allow me to make a contribution, how big or small, into the design industry here, I guess in New Zealand, possibly the world. Since I'm still formulating how my thesis, or rather the proposal of my thesis, it's quite it's a bit tricky right now. But other than that, things are going well, and also things are relatively stable in New Zealand. Not sure in Australia, because I think I heard there were protests going around with not current events that's happening.
Yeah, I'd say I've not been keeping up with the news from Australia, but things are pretty wild everywhere at the moment. So I'm glad New Zealand is having a break. But I'm glad that your master's is going well, and it sounds like you're doing great. So really good to hear that, mate.
Yeah, and thanks very much for sending the lines over. My animation's almost done as well, so I hope you enjoy it.
I honestly had forgotten I'd done that. That feels like an age ago, but I'm glad they were good. I look forward to seeing the animation.
Yeah, well, take care, and I hope things get better for you.
Thank you, and I hope things continue to be okay for you too. It's lovely to hear from you, mate. You take care now.
Yeah, take care. Lovely to hear from you as well. Goodbye.
Bye now. Take care, and we will move on to our next caller, who is the Tired Scott. Scott, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you doing?
I'd say I'm okay.
Good.
It's been an okay past couple of months.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Anything new going on in your life at the moment?
Not really that much. Just getting on with life. Still trying to find another job, but mostly just going to events to keep myself busy, doing stuff around the house, and all that.
It's all important stuff. I'll tell you what, I've got... With everything that's been going on, I've shockingly managed to get so much done. It is. It's really cathartic, actually.
It's surprising how much has happened in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's life comes at you like that. It really does. I know that better than most at the moment. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Anyway, anything sort of over the horizon for you at the moment?
Probably still going to Glasgow near the end of the month for the Model Railway show in Scotland.
Oh, I really wanted to go to that. I was going to potentially go on the Friday, but I couldn't make it work, so I'm missing out on that. But 1 year I will go. I keep promising myself I will do the Glasgow show 1 year.
I've been before. It's pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm going to try it again. See.
Good, excellent. I've got the London Festival of Railway Modelling coming up. I think 2 weeks' time, 2 weekends' time. It's the 21st, I think. So that will be good. That's at Alexandra Palace. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Anyway.
Oh, well, at least that's something to look forward to.
Indeed, and some of the models I've got on pre-order will be coming soon. So again, it's the little things. We got to look out for the little things, haven't we?
Oh, indeed.
Well, it's lovely to hear from you, Scott. Lovely stuff. You take care now. It's lovely to hear from you as always.
Yourself as well.
Thank you. Take care. Right, we will duck out of the Call the Show chat now. Thank you to everyone who joined in. Lovely to hear from you all as always. And we will play another song. And while we're doing that, can we have some words for the bedtime story, please? Here is a song that I've been listening to a lot lately because this lady's album has just come out. This is M by Hold, and this is Exorcism from her album Tales of a Failed Shapeshifter. Here we go.
I move my furniture around, cause I don't know what to do. My bed is on the left side now. Oh, I think feng shui is screwed. I feel that life's passing me by, and I've lost my point of view. Looking through other people's eyes, waiting for my turn to turn down the voices in my head, turn off the existential dread, till I remember to forget the things I wish I never said. I pay too much for therapy when maybe words don't work for me. Is an exorcism what I need to like my own company. Cause I've had enough of me. I tried my hand at meditation, but things got pretty strange. Half-baked thoughts, false information, entangled in my brain. Oh, is it bad that I get jealous of girls that don't exist? Will God come down one day to tell us that he's not an altruist? Turn down the voices in my head, turn off the existential dread, till I remember to forget the things I wish I never said. I pay too much for therapy when maybe words don't work for me. Is an exorcism what I need to like my own company? Cause I've had enough of me. Am I just wasting my time, wondering what it's all for? I'm one breakdown away from joining the Peace Corps. Turn down the voices in my head, till I remember to forget. I pay too much for therapy when maybe words don't work for me. Is an exorcism what I need to like my own company? Cause I've had enough of me. Cause I had enough of me. Had enough, I 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 had enough of me.
Making random nonsense since 2009. It's Tea Time with Matt.
That was M by Hold and Exorcism. Now, we've got a few words already, and I need a bit of time to scribble them down and turn them into a story. We could do with one more, actually, if anyone would like to post one in the chat room. But I think I'm onto something here. This is going to be incredible. It's probably not going to be incredible, let's be honest. Let's do another song. We will go with... which of these do we fancy? Here we go. Let's have the Beach Boys. This is Wouldn't It Be Nice? Here we go.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Then we wouldn't have to wait so long. And wouldn't it be nice to live together in the kind of world where we belong? No one's gonna make it that much better when we can say goodnight and stay seems the more we talk about it, it only makes it worse to live without it. But let's talk about it. But wouldn't it be
The Beach Boys and Wouldn't It Be Nice? You're listening to Tea Time with Matt. And up next, it's time once again for the bedtime story. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, here are the words that we have chosen. Exfoliate, chrysalis, space butterfly, that's technically 2, but I'll allow it, wrangle fruit, TP, and our bonus words this evening are timey-wimey, and Space Australia. I have no idea how this is going to go. So we shall see. Okay. Here we go, everybody. Get yourself snuggled in, grab a warm drink, hot milk, cup of tea, whatever your poison might be, and get yourself relaxed, because it's time once again for Tea Time with Matt's bedtime story. Once upon a time, on the asteroid Zulu Delta 4, there was a spa. Stay with me, stay with me. This spa offered the premium relaxation and well-being service for all weary space travellers. And so an earthling by the name of Matthew made his way to asteroid Zulu Delta 4 through means that we won't discuss because it doesn't really make sense for the context of the story. Needless to say, he rocked up there. And he was greeted by the owner of the spa. And I'm sure you can probably guess who that owner was. "Welcome to my health spa," said Dalek Monty. It's a pleasure to be here," said Matt. I hate to bring this up, but I didn't realise Daleks were particularly into health and well-being. "Well," said Dalek Monty, "I'm very keen on health and well-being. Could I start you off with a nice cup of chamomile tea?" "Certainly," said Matt. So what treatments do you have available?" "We have a marvellous exfoliation TP," said Dalek Monty. "You will exfoliate! Exfoliate!" "I'm quite happy with my skincare regime, actually," said Matthew. What else can you offer?" "Well, we have a fabulous juice bar." "Oh, that sounds amazing," says Matthew. What kind of fruit juice do you serve?" "We have orange, mango, passion fruit, and wrangle fruit." "What is wrangle fruit?" asked Matthew. "We import it directly from Space Australia. It's only mildly poisonous," said Dalek Monty. "I think I'll pass," said Matt. What else can you offer me?" "Well, we have a chrysalis service," said Dalek Monty. "What the hell is a chrysalis service?" "It's very simple," said Dalek Monty. "We strap you into a pod, leave you to gestate for 6 to 8 weeks, and then you emerge as a beautiful space butterfly." Matt said. "Do any of these facilities tempt you?" said Dalek Monty. Can I just take a mindfulness suite?" said Matt. "Certainly," said Dalek Monty. "It will be time for you to check out yesterday." "What?" said Matt. You have already been here for several weeks," said Monty. Just then, another Matt emerged from reception into the reception area. "I'm really sorry," he said. I've been so relaxed and
so chilled out, I completely forgot to check out.
That is fine, said Dalek Monty. Please sign here and we will bill your galactic bank account.
What on earth is going on? Said the Matt who'd just arrived.
You see, asteroid Zulu Delta 4 operates in a timey-wimey field, said Monty.
You just made that up, said Matt.
Well, what would you know anyway?
Said Dalek Monty. I'm going, said Matt.
You cannot leave,
said Dalek Monty. Why not, said Matt.
Because leaving now will create a time paradox. We must take you to your room and send you back in time to begin your stay.
What happens if I don't, said Matt.
It will tear a hole in the universe.
Fair enough, do you do room service, says Matt. And Matt had a wonderful stay at the spa on asteroid Zulu Delta 4. Shortly after he left, it was shut down by the Galactic Health and Safety Office. For obvious reasons. The end. Not my best, but I like it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that bedtime story. It is now 10 o'clock. So I think if there are no more comments, we shall think about wrapping up the show. Shall we have... have we got time for one more song? Yeah, let's do one more song and then we'll wrap up the show. We'll keep it a short one. Here is... what are we going to go for? The Buggles and Video Killed the Radio Star? Go on then.
I heard you on the wireless back in 52, lying awake intently tuning in on you. If I was young, it didn't stop you coming through. They took the credit for your second symphony, rewritten by machine on new technology. And now I understand the problems you could see. I met your children. What did you tell them?
Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star.
radio killed the radio star there. And the sound desk is giving up the ghost, I fear. Never mind. That was Tea Time with Matt, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to thank you all for coming. And thank you for bearing with me. This has been quite hard. Thank you for all your lovely messages. Thank you for all your engagement, because it's made it so much easier. I felt a bit rusty tonight, to be honest. Like I say, it's been a while. It's only what, 2.5 months, not even that, since the last Tea Time with Matt, and I've not been doing weekly live streams for a while, and I just feel rusty. And tonight was a lot, and I'm not convinced much of it was particularly funny. So thank you very much for bearing with me. I hope you found some enjoyment from it. I tried to keep it as light as possible. But above all, I feel like you guys were owed an explanation for where I've been. So that's what this was. This is my attempt at an explanation. I don't know if I'll do a live stream next week yet or not. I'm still not fully there, but therapy is helping. And drug changes are helping. So thank you. Yeah. Let's do the wrap up. So, what did we learn from the show this evening? Well, I hate this. Not the show, to be clear, and not you guys watching at home. I bloody love you guys so much. You're all so lovely. But I hate all this. I am so fucking tired. I'm tired of slapping on a smile whenever I leave the house. I'm tired of having to keep calm and rational around others so that they can be comfortable around me. I'm tired of not quite being able to have a good cry because I can't. I've not been able to cry. I'm tired of not being able to jump up on a table and scream until it just doesn't hurt anymore. I'm tired of being told I shouldn't fucking swear so much because it's not socially acceptable when everything is just making me so angry all of the time. I'm tired of the little voice squatting in the back of my head, making stuff up and making me doubt reality. I'm tired of people going, "Aw." I'm tired of the constant cycle of news being beamed directly into my eyeballs all the time, and the hatred and the anger burning like a furnace in the comments section, most of it driven by accounts that aren't even real people, but deliberately seeding discontent for somebody else's gain. I'm tired of seeing Nigel fucking Farage on my social media every single fucking day, and seeing what absolute bullshit he's spewing today. I'm tired of the BBC breaking news alert telling me how Trump is trying to destroy human civilization today in a desperate attempt to distract people from the fact he's incompetent, deranged, and a raging paedophile. I'm tired of seeing how fucking illiterate and stupid the most powerful people on the planet are. I'm tired of seeing our natural world being burned and pillaged so that someone online can have a computer generate them a funny picture, a song, or a poem without any soul or beauty in it because they don't have an ounce of creativity or talent in their fucking body. I'm tired of seeing people suffering and dying around the world because no one wants to do the one thing that actually fucking terrifies them. Sit down and talk. I'm tired of hearing how everything is shit, but for God's sake, don't change anything, because what if the alternative is worse? The rich might not quite have so much infinite fucking money if we try and make things better. We can't possibly have that. I'm tired of seeing our world slide down the slippery slope of fascism because little men with huge egos and tiny tiny penises think they have some God-given right to rule over the rest of us. I'm tired of seeing asylum seekers, trans people, poor people, the disabled, the mentally ill, the homeless, the sick, and the desperate being blamed for all the fucking problems that are caused by the greed and selfishness of the fuckers at the top who hoard wealth and have no empathy or compassion for their fellow human beings. I'm tired of people being selfish and ignorant and stupid and not wanting to grow and change because, God forbid, you might become a better person and make the world a better place if you actually made a fucking effort. I'm tired of feeling and thinking all of this and not being able to do anything about it. I'm tired of walking into social situations and feeling like the smartest person in the room because everyone else is blissfully ignorant of just how fucked everything is because they can't fucking see it. I'm tired of not having enough money or time to actually enjoy my life. I'm tired of not being able to enjoy my hobbies and interests because I'm so sad all the fucking time. I'm tired of feeling so soul-crushingly lonely when I'm surrounded by people who are good and decent and kind and don't deserve to put up with my bullshit, that's for sure. I am so fucking tired. And I can mess around with my brain chemistry with prescription medication. I can practice mindfulness and make sure I get enough exercise and eat well and all of the shit we're told we're supposed to do. It won't make any difference. The world will still be fucked. There will still be bad people running everything. There will still be pain and suffering and greed and hatred, and all of it will still be beamed into our brains 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, forever and ever and ever, because doing that will make someone somewhere richer. And given all of that, who wouldn't be fucking miserable? Who wouldn't find their mental health deteriorating and find themselves circling a drain of anguish and misery? Who wouldn't feel anxious and scared all the time? Who wouldn't struggle to find a single atom of hope, justice, and mercy anywhere? So I don't know. What is the lesson here? I guess it's to find the joy in the little things. The birds singing as the sun comes up. That moment in a book that makes you feel some genuine emotion. That moment of joy you feel when your favourite song comes up in your randomised playlist. Model trains, Daleks, cats, dogs, animals of all varieties. Silly people making silly videos on the internet. The very, very few brilliant humans you know who make life worth fucking living. And if we keep finding those little moments and do our best to put some joy and some hope out into the world, maybe that's enough. Maybe. I don't know. I just know that I'm tired. Thanks for coming, everyone. Good night. Much love. And I'll see you again real soon. Bye. Way to ruin the emotional ending there, XSplit. The closing titles aren't working. There we go.